What is going on YouTube? In today's episode of Rad Dad Life, we're going to be going over my Glock 19.
Just let me fall to my groove. Just let me fall to my groove.
I did get another order of Rad Dad Life shirts. In the black, I was able to order a medium and above. And in the green, I was able to order large all the way to 2XL. Thank you again for everyone who has already bought the shirts. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support and the love you guys always give to me. For everyone else, thank you already just for watching my YouTube videos and following me on social media. I really appreciate all you guys and thank you for all the support. This is the front, American traditional skull, my favorite. And in the rear, just a bigger version of the American traditional skull. This is a medium on me. It does fit great. It is a tri-blend, so super comfortable to wear while you work out or you're hot and sweating, or if you're going out to dinner with the family. It is a comfortable shirt to wear all around. Welcome back. Just really quick before we get started in the video, I will show you that the firearm is indeed empty. There is no magazine in there. I can put my finger in the barrel. As you can see, nothing in the barrel. The magazine I will be using is also empty. And my holster is completely empty as well. It's my T-Rex Arm Sidecar 2.0 holster. Safe distance, of course. So this is a Glock 19 base, stippling done by yours truly, Rad Dad Life. I've stippled all my firearms. This firearm is also empty as well. This is one of my first stippling jobs. So the dot method was obviously the least amount of one I could mess up. So I did end up buying the waffle cone. I'll link it in the description. It is a veteran-owned company. They're just wood burner pieces. But I ended up using that little piece for this, and I think it came out really nice, as you can see. I did also do undercut a little bit so I can get a bit higher on the trigger guard. I did a double undercut, also stippled the double undercut to have better support for my support hand. And the 19 feels phenomenal. I also have a Rival Arms Magwell. They're just fantastic. I love the Magwells. I have a Streamlight TR7. Works great. I love the tactile feel of the buttons. They know when they're compressed, you feel it. For the upper assembly of the slide, it is the Boogeyman Customs. It is the slide cut is known as the Voodoo. It is their in-house barrel, the flatline barrel. It's a little, flashy with the gold barrel, but that's how it came stocked with the bundle that I bought with this. It is not Cerakoted. It is, I can't remember the actual name of the coating of this. I'll put it here right now. So it's supposed to be more durable. It is the XS sights. They are suppressor height sights and they are tritium. They are great. I love it. I love dotting the eye. It makes it so much faster, at least for me. 3-dot works really well for me as well. That's what my 26 has, is 3-dot night sights. Those are great. Trijicon Rmr. Overall, I love the Trijicon Rmr. I'm used to having the Vortex Venom. The only difference that I do, obviously this is more robust, better, more long lasting, better tested, overall just a better sight. But one thing that it does not have, that is easy at least, is changing the battery. Changing the battery requires me to undo the bolts up top, take it out, Loctite it back in with the new battery, and then waiting 24 or 12 hours for it to, kind of get situated with the Loctite, and then having to recalibrate it. Hopefully the calibration doesn't take too long. I know the battery life is really good with these, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of a pain in the butt. But that's why I also did get suppressor height sights so that I can co-witness and have backup sights just in case I do forget to change the red dot or the battery does die spontaneously or out of nowhere. So the slide, like I said, is Boogeyman Customs. He has fantastic customer service. I think they're based out of Arizona. It looks great. It feels great. It has great serrations on there. Plus, besides that, it looks freaking rad. The barrel is pretty good. I just shot this the other day. I actually qualified with this, and the red dot I just sighted at home with my eye target because I hadn't had a chance to actually go and sight it in, and it was pretty dang accurate. It was at least for 10 feet, and so from there I was able to kind of understand where the offset was, and then every time we went back to 30 feet, 31 feet, I was able to counteract that, so pretty easy. Still needs to get dialed in a little bit more, but I was on pretty short notice, or I was on a pretty short time restraint at least. So overall, I love the Glock 19. I'll probably still carry the 26 from time to time, but honestly, I don't know why I would not carry the 19. It is super comfortable as a grip for me. Manipulation of the firearm is just so nice and so just practical. So there you see is the I dotted co-witness with my red dot. It's great. We'll show you the firearm a little bit. Stippling done by me, undercut here, double undercut here, just a little bit for better tactile and grip. I like to put my grip all the way up, my stippling all the way up. It does jack your hands up in the beginning, but eventually this does soften up and it's not so bad, but the grip is still there. The Voodoo, like I said, the slide is just overall fantastic work by Boogeyman Customs. All right, so if you guys have any questions about my Glock 19, if you guys have any questions about the stippling, I do have a video. I will link in the description or put it up in the corner if I can figure out how to do that. I do talk about how to stipple your gun. I'm not an expert or a pro. I would consider myself a beginner. I've stippled 3 guns, and none of them I messed up. They're not beautiful in any way, but I didn't mess any up, so I'll take that. Stippling, yeah, it looks cooler, but more important than that, I have sweaty hands already. It's always hot over here, so I'm always hot and sweaty. So having something to be able to just grip the gun feels so much better. So I would highly recommend, if, at the very least, with Glocks, they're great guns. They're like, they've been around for so long. This is the Gen 3. It's been around for so long that I just have so many great things you can do it, or you keep it completely stocked. They work great completely stocked. They work great souped up. They're just an overall great gun. Yeah, I'm a Glock fanboy, I guess, because I have 3 Glocks. But the fact that I have magazines that are interchangeable between all my firearms, obviously the 17 can go down, but the 26 can't go up. Yeah, so like this stippling here, for instance, this has been stippled for about 5 years now. It's definitely not rough anymore. It doesn't feel nearly as bad as it used to, but it is still very tactile, and I still can get a solid grip on this because of that raised surface or the circles. Even when my hands are wet and sweaty, I can still get a nice high purchase on the firearm, and I don't feel it slipping. Like I can feel my fingers locking into the finger grooves. It feels good in my firearm. I have nice serrated cuts here, so I have a good grip. Just to show you guys, this one is indeed empty as well. Safe distance. But that stippling does help a lot in the sense of getting a solid grip on the firearm. And this waffle stippling just looks a little bit cooler, and I do believe it's a little bit more aggressive, so I think it will last a little bit longer in the more aggressive form. But when it does tone down, I think it's still going to be a very, very solid grip. The extended mag well just kind of gives you a good purchase on with my, at least with my hands, it feels perfect. My finger grooves, they're almost meant for my hands. The last groove with the mag well flares it out perfectly to cradle my pinky. So for me, the 19 is a perfect firearm for my hands. I highly recommend them for anybody who's starting off in firearms. So overall, like I said, if you guys have any questions about my firearms, about stippling, you can watch the video about stippling. But if you have any questions about my firearms or anything like that, always feel free to leave them in the comments. I do read them all. I do reply to them all. And as always, have a rad day, guys.